One sign of success is who's attacking you, who's coming after you. Now, you have to realize that you as an executive or you as a business owner, you have a big bullseye on your back, and especially the more successful you get. Now, there's tools and there's things to do about it. But one of the first things you have to realize is that is why they're coming after you, because you are successful. That's why they're talking about you, because you are successful. So I recently had a business owner and he had a setback and he's like, what do people do to recover from this? How do I walk away better? And a couple things on that. One, you have to realize that they are coming after you because you are successful. So usually people overlook the success and they look at the attack or they look at the bad things that are being said about them, or it could even be a lawsuit. They look at those things as it is not a great thing, but as some big negative. Well, but why are they doing it? So you're overlooking the fact of what got you in that position, and that is your success. And that is what you want to put a majority of your attention on, is what are you doing to be successful? And you will outgrow that, you will outproduce that, you will get to a point where that attack does go away. But you have to keep focusing on doing what got you in that powerful position. Another thing that you need to do is you need to take whatever bad experience, and it could be a big mistake that you actually did make. It could be trusting someone you shouldn't have trusted. You need to create a policy. Now, what is a policy? A policy is something you can refer to at a later time or share with someone else that can then be followed to avoid a problem. You could have a policy on answering phones. You could have a policy on what to do with certain clients that come in. You can have many different policies, but especially when things go wrong, you want to learn from that and create a policy. And what is that worth to have that policy? Well, it could not only save you for the future, save others, but now you're taking advantage of that bad situation. Once again, don't focus on this big negative. Focus on what's going right. But if you can take away from that negative and create a policy, and you take those lows, and from there you can create a newfound high, a newfound level. And that's what you want to take from anything bad happening. Okay, what can I learn from this? I have a lot of people who feel like victims. You know, this client I was talking to, he wanted to give up. He said, what's the point? And I just went over, okay, well, what did you learn from this? And the more I got him to tell me what he learned from it, the more that he discussed about it, he actually came up and said, you know, this won't happen again now, will it? Because I see this, and he did learn from it. And if you look at anyone successful, they have gone through this. So don't be discouraged. You take that low, you take that hit, and you have to take something from it. And it is a valuable lesson. There's something that you're going to get from it. But if you do feel like giving up, realize that's exactly what they want from you. They did that, not necessarily for any other reason. They usually don't personally benefit. Sometimes it might even hurt them for you to go down. But they're doing that with the intention that they're afraid of you, and therefore they want to make you less. So to do less and to be less and to follow that direction is letting them win. So go at it instead from an angle of, okay, what can I learn from this? And you keep going. And really, at the end of the day, what usually happens is you have gotten to a point where those attacks don't even hit you anymore because you're so above it, and they are quit attacking. You've just driven them to apathy. They're not even after you anymore because you've just risen up to a point where they can't touch you. You need to keep going, all right? I'd like to know from you in the comments below what you've run into, what type of barriers, even other stories that you have. I'd like to know and kind of get an idea, because I'm going to have a couple more videos on what to do when people feel like giving up. I've run into that, and especially today, the more successful you are, the harder they're trying to make it, which just tells you that you need to be very successful to make it. And you can't live in fear, and you can't take these problems and make them a big deal. You have to really focus on what is working. All right? I'll see you in the next video.